Good enough. All right. Hello, YouTube. Just as an update, uh, everything's healing up well since the surgery. Everything's doing good. Everything's feeling fine. Uh, the scars, like the doctor said, I'm healing remarkably well. I still can't do like a lot of things for right now, just to make sure that I don't get a hernia. But other than that, I'm relatively okay. Of surgery and general medical practices, this actually brings me up to the this is my segue, the topic of this video. So my greatest fear. Don't mind the mess back there, by the way. Uh, I used to get teased for it all the time over in elementary school, which is why I never tell anybody outside of my family this anymore. But for the sake of YouTube content, I'm going to be telling it to the entire internet. For some very arbitrary and unexplainable reason, I have an irrational fear of needles. I don't know why, but I hate needles. I flippin' hate needles. Not like sewing needles and stuff. Sewing needles are fine. Sewing needles are perfectly fine. It's the injection ones. You know, the ones like vaccines and like butterfly medical needles, things that they use to stick you. Those I hate them for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I have such an adverse reaction to needles. I am so incredibly uncomfortable and generally irrationally afraid of needles that when the HPV vaccines came out, the ones that like keep you from getting HPV, I had to get like 4 shots. Usually I'm okay with like getting a flu shot or anything, and but before this I had not gotten a shot for like 4 years, so my whole like method of being able to take a shot or method of being able to get a shot was kind of out of my brain. But they brought out all the needles. I was sitting up on the thing. My brothers just finished getting their shots, and so now it's my turn, and I'm sitting on the table, and they're all just all the needles are laid out there next to me on the cushion, and I made the mistake of looking over as the person was injecting me with it, because if I can't look at it, because if I look at it, then I will move away from it. If I don't look at it, but I have my eyes closed, I will probably pull my arm away. If I have to look at it, keep my eyes closed, and be blowing out the entire time, like exhaling the entire time that they're doing it. If I don't follow that specific formula, I will get up out of the room and run directly out of the hospital. And this is kind of what started happening. I had made the mistake of looking over as she was about to give me the injection, and I immediately jumped up off the table and shifted over to the side and just looked at her like, I'm not sure why I did that. I'm sorry, you can give me the vaccine now. And then I looked away. And I'm like, is she done yet? And as I'm thinking, is she done yet? She is like this far away, and I'm like, nope. The nurse immediately goes, we're getting a few other nurses in here. We got a jumpy one. I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. And then my grandma goes to grab me, and I'm like, okay, nope. And I jumped off of the wall, and I jumped off of the wall and started to run out of the door. My grandma, as spry as she is, took and leg sweeped me as I was running out the door and grabbed me by the arm and pinned me up against the wall. And then the 3 other nurses came in, or the 2 other nurses came in. One of them held my other arm, and then the other two just kind of shoved me up against the wall. And I'm like, okay, I can't move, so all I have to do is become. And the nurse comes in. The nurse who was giving me the shots came in, and she's like, okay, as fast as I can. I got all 4 of them lined up in one hand. She's like, and I'm like, ah! The entire time I'm just like, keep your shoulders relaxed, or else you'll hurt so much tomorrow. And it's like flipping, ah! And just as she's giving me all the injections, I hated it so much. It's Like, I hate it. Like, even now, I'm like, get it away. So, that whole, my method. So, military. People remember when I went into the military for 6 months? Still no longer part of the military, but, whatever. I'm totally not flipping angry about what happened there at all. You have to get a bunch of vaccines. You have to be up to date on all of your vaccines, and you have to get a bunch of stuff to go overseas, because there's a lot of stuff that is very common in other countries that isn't very common where I live. So I needed to get stuff for stuff for Lyme disease, yellow fever. I had to get 15 shots in a row. Or no, I had to get 8 the first time, and then 7 the second time, because you can't have you're not allowed to give people more than 8 at one time, because it can overload your immune system and you can get horribly sick, especially for the types of injections that they have been giving us. So I had to get 8 shots all in a row, one of which was penicillin full of semi-liquid. It's essentially a giant syringe full of peanut butter antibiotics. So it's supposed to just nuke your entire system and clear you out completely. And it also hurts so much. It felt like getting stabbed in the buttocks. You have to get it in the butt, by the way, because of just how much liquid is in this. There's a lump in your butt, you can see it in your skin from where they have to give you the injection for this. It hurt so much. And the entire time, I just had to be bent over the flipping table and try not to move, and try not to clench my butt at all, because of just how much, it sucked. But I had to get 7 other shots, so the entire time, we're all just in a row, and our sleeves are rolled up, and we're just nuts to butts, flipping, I'm 2 inches away from somebody in front of me, and we're all just going in a line, just congaing, and it just be, and there'd just be a row of flipping medical personnel just giving you various types of shots. It'd stick me in, everywhere, and oh my god, was I freaking out the entire time. I'm my entire face is, flushed, lobster red, and then my entire face is flushed lobster red, and every part of my body is clenched except for my shoulder, except for my upper arms, because if I clenched my upper arms, I was already going to be sore with the amount of injections that they were giving me. If I had clenched any part of my upper arms, holy crap, I wouldn't have been able to move my arms. I was just freaking the heck out. I'm okay, we're fine! It's fine! We're fine! Ah! As always, if you like what I do here, consider liking. Give me a like, give me a share, subscribe if you're not already. I know pretty much everybody who watches this is already subscribed to my channel, so I'm not 100% worried about that. If I can make it to 100 subscribers, I can start doing serious stuff with live streams and all of that different stuff on here, making more crap. And if I can get to 1,000, then I can get these monetized, which means that I get paid for making these. I can spend more time making this stuff. So seriously, if y'all can share, subscribe, leave a comment every once in a while, and just keep watching the videos, I seriously appreciate that. We need to get me into the algorithm, people, and I need money so I can make my videos better. But, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Forgive me for popping. This is my ADHD. It's I just can't pay attention to what I'm doing, and I'm doing it again. I'll see you guys later. Now, just to